Hello and welcome to day 2 of Photokina 2018. My name's David McClelland and we have another packed day of live streams, of conversations and hands-on here from the Canon booth, starting with Christian Anderl, portrait photographer extraordinaire who I've just been sitting down listening to on the Spotlight stage. Christian, thank you for joining us. How has your Photokina been so far?
Thank you for having me, first of all. My Photokina has been a lot of work so far, but it was an interesting experience every year, every second year until now. I had my first talk today, this morning, 10:30 at the Canon stage, and it was completely crowded. I loved it, so I'm completely full of energy right now. I feel good.
So for anyone who wasn't at your presentation just now, like you say, was a full house. Tell me what the work was, and probably more importantly, why.
Yeah, I think it was an interesting topic, and it was kind of a brave talk for Canon. I was wondering why I was allowed to do this, because it's almost not about photography in the first place. If you think about it for a second, it's all about the why. Why do you pick up a camera? Why do you do what you do? And I wanted to inspire people for 25 minutes how the decision why you do what you do will completely transform your photography in a good way. And all the numbers you're always looking for, the money, the likes, the following and all that stuff, they will just appear like magic if you know why you do the things you do.
As creative professionals, I guess we're always looking for motivation, our own motivation one way or another, and exploring what that is. You, for the first project that you spoke about there, your Movember calendar, there was quite a strong motivation for you, if you're happy to talk about that on camera.
Yeah, I already did on stage, so why not on camera? Yeah, it was just inspired by my own cancer diagnosis 6 years ago. I was thinking about my why. Why do I take pictures of people? It's not only for the money. Business portraits, yeah, of course I do it for the money, and I do it because other people can show their best me. But I was thinking, like, why do I like people that much? Why do I take pictures of people, and how can I change something by taking pictures of other people? And that worked really good. We made a difference. Not only did we collect money, but we raised awareness for men's health in our country.
And it was a calendar, wasn't it? You gathered together a load of Austrian celebrities, got them in the studio, shown off their moustaches, and even fake moustaches for those who weren't able to grow moustaches because they were women, which I thought was quite a novel but very inclusive way of still bringing the Movember message to as many people as possible.
Yeah, especially to women, because women have been very motivated to motivate and inspire their men, because the message was quite clear. Men should see a doctor once a year, or at least when it starts to feel strange, because that's not what men usually do. And women are the intelligent people around that tell their men, you should see a doctor, and they say, no, it's okay, I'm fine. And that's exactly what we wanted to change with that message.
Let's skip forward another couple of projects or so to the Fathers project, or Veters, which we see some shots behind us here in the print gallery here at the Canon booth, and we can see a couple of examples of your work. But just give us the big picture. What is it that you have been putting together with this book? And it's not just a book, you know, there's a whole audio experience about this, but what is it? What is the story? What is the why behind this, I guess?
The why is I am a father for 5 years now. And I had this feeling and this experience on my own that we are not exchanging our feelings and our emotions and our thoughts about fatherhood enough, because we are kind of a new generation. Fatherhood 50 years ago was completely different. You were the one collecting money and food and bringing it home, and the mother was the one caring about the children. That was it. No judging here. That was it. But new generation of fathers, we want to join this family thing. We want to be there. We are thinking a lot about our children, and we are thinking a lot about what it means to be a father. But there is no platform. There's no discussion going on. Even mothers don't know that we are talking about this, or we are feeling a lot about this, and we are exchanging what we think. And I wanted to give it a platform. I wanted to make a book with the audio interviews inside the book. So you can not only see the expressions and the emotions in fathers' faces, but also hear what they had to say and why these expressions in the portraits you see appeared. That's
you talk in your presentation about the journey that you go on with each one of these sittings, really, from your own father-in-law, for example, who's behind us right now, and how I guess I'm interested in how you manage to break down some of these barriers, because we are men, sometimes we find it difficult to express our emotions, yet that's the point, that's the why behind your project. So what are your tips in that case for just helping subjects be more comfortable and to express themselves, which is what you want?
I think there is one very basic thing. If you want to take portraits, whatever portraits it is, you have to be interested in people. I see portrait photographers that are interested in cameras, in light, in all that stuff, but not in people. You have to be interested in people, because if I'm interested in people, I find a topic I can talk about in 2 minutes, in an instant. I can just ask someone, what are you up to? What's your passion? Everyone has some kind of passion. Everyone is, you can find that sweet spot in every person where you find this topic. You don't have to have any idea about this. For example, I had a free diver in my studio, and he was just talking about freediving. I said, I have no idea, but I'm interested. Tell me how it feels. You just have to have 3, 4, 5 questions and really be interested. And what happens if I'm interested in what you have to tell me, and you find out that I got no idea? Somehow you grow. You feel good. You say, hey, he's got no clue and he's interested. I mean, photographers should know, because photographers are always asked, oh, wow, how did you do that? And wow, I love all this, but I got no idea. You should know how that feels. So just turn it around and give them the feeling, I have no clue, but I'm interested, and they will feel good.
Fascinating stuff. Really enjoyed talking to you. We haven't even spoken about kit yet. I know you're using a variety of cameras, the EOS R for this, but you're used to 1DX and 5D and so on. But listen, I can't wait to have a conversation with you once we've put the camera down here. If you want to find out more about Christian and his work, then make your way over to the Canon booth. Pop some questions to him as you're here. Christian, thank you very much indeed. Have a great rest of Photokina.
Thank you very much.
And speaking of questions, AMA, we're going to be hosting an Ask Me Anything to one of the Canon experts later on today. Well, ask anything about Canon stuff. That would be preferable, really. Please do put any questions you've got in the comments below. We'll make sure that one of the team addresses that. Right, that's all for now. Stay tuned for a lot more here from the Canon booth at Photokina 2018.